Good morning. Welcome to the Carny To Congress podcast. My name is Adam Botana. I'm your host, along with my co-host,
Jake the Millennial. Good morning.
Good morning, Jake. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Not bad, not bad. Good to be here again. Last week we were running around, so we had to piece together a little montage. Did pretty good, though. Nobody complained, so that was good.
No, actually, we had a couple of people that reached out to Boss Man and was shooting him an email. And they were like, I'm trying to quote this man perfectly because he said something along the lines of, I don't know why, but I really think you should air Adam's show during the week. He's like, I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something about it.
Hey, that's
All
cool.
right.
I'll take it. That's great. But yeah, so we're running around. We're here this week. We'll be running around again here, and then we'll be back, and we'll be on the road. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do that, Jake. I'm going to take a camera with you and with me, and we'll have to do it online or something. We'll figure it out. Jake will be here, and I'll be slinging cinnamon rolls. Oh, we got a boat coming in. So obviously, we're recording this on Friday, so this airs early Sunday morning, but the podcast is out whenever, so you can listen to it. And you can look us up at carnytocongress.com. We got a great website there. Got the video right on there, YouTube, Spotify, all the other ones there too. So appreciate y'all tuning in. And we'll talk about steaks. We'll talk about boats. I mean, everything we talked about last time was RVing, black water, gray water. We talked about food because I think we were just hungry. But I'm actually going to have dinner with Mom tonight. So before I leave, so it's gonna be a good time. So excited. We went over there and got fingerprinted, which was an interesting situation.
What is that about?
Well, we've got Sherry's Ship Store coming here at Baywater, so we're selling beer and wine for our members. So we had to get the old liquor license with a beer and wine package license. So that's going up here. You'll see that coming. We got stuff getting delivered, and hopefully to have that open here in the next month, but definitely by season we'll have it. So we're going to have ice cream, beer, water, soda for our members. They don't have to stop at 7-Eleven. We've got complimentary coffee, water there. So something nice for our members to do. So we're adding that. And then we got a dolphin go right
there
through. He's fishing underneath the dock there. So that's not bad with one of our rental boats right behind it. So that's kind of cool. And we got the angle.
Is that Leland over there?
That's Leland. He's moving a boat. We're moving some boats around. We just had a boat sink last week. So yeah. We had I was getting on a plane to go to Jacksonville about 7
It's
in the
about
morning.
the perfect time for that to happen.
Perfect morning in the morning, and Julie wants to talk to me. What's up, Julie? It's not podcast worthy. She does one show, 1 1/4, and she thinks she knows what she's talking about now. Oh, she's fixing her hair. She might come on. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so last Friday, we were hanging out. I was getting ready to go on to the plane, and neighbor over at FGCU, which was great, sent me a picture. He's like, buddy, I don't know what's going on with your boat, but it looks like it's listing. Oh, and Julie comes back. Oh, she's on again. Nice. Yeah. So we were here just hanging at the airport looking at what's going on. Oh, okay. So I call Larry right away, and Larry was there. I'm like, we'll try to tie it up, get it up out of the water. The motor had not sank, so maybe we'll send you this picture, Jake, and you can put it on the podcast or see when this boat was listing. One of the nice things where you have to worry about that, and it was actually one of our employees who parked it, and it was tied right, but when boats, you have tides that go up and down. Even if it was tied right, stuff happens. So the boat got stuck underneath the dock. Water came up, so it tilted it. So then the water went back in, so the tide went back down. So batteries were done, bilge pumps ran, but luckily the motors were above, so the guys were good enough as I was getting on the plane to tow it around. Julie was out here pointing, I heard, but everybody did a good job and got it out of the water the right way, and boat didn't roll, didn't sink, so that was good. So that was a plus, right, Julie?
Yes, that was a plus.
That's a plus. There you go.
Monday mornings,
yes. I called her. I was like, hey, just don't worry. Something's happening at the marina. There's a boat that's sinking, but just go there, and guys know what they're doing, and we'll go from there. So we've changed a couple things here at the marina, so now that we don't have folks tie up boats there, because we've had a few issues that happen. And I mean, that's just part of boats. I mean, things always happen. Stuff will always happen. That's what's nice about the club. You don't have to worry about it. Just call up, take them out, have a good time, come back, walk away. We'll take care of the rest. It works out well. But yeah, so lots of fun. How was it, Julie? How was that experience with your first near sinking of a boat?
It was stressful.
Uh-huh.
And I think I was definitely the most concerned. I think the people that were working that day had experienced it at least 2 other times.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of were like, yeah, well, here's one fun part of it. There's these things created called like water pumps to help suck water out of boats. Ours was burnt out because the wires were exposed. So we had to like manually bail out water, which was probably not ideal, but the guys did a great job. They knew what they were doing. And I just was like, okay, welcome back. Let's go. Just start the ball off rolling, adrenaline pumping. It was great.
Yeah,
But
that's fun.
the boat worked. So
Always pretty good. How you doing?
Good. I'm just signing out the Pathfinder for tomorrow.
All right, nice.
okay.
Which
You'll
one
have
boat
to
should we
excuse
have?
me.
Yeah, so Julie has to get back to work now. Yeah, thanks. No, it just works. It's fine. But make sure we put on the floating dock so we don't have that problem.
This is one with a trolling motor.
Don't matter. Put it on the floating dock or put it in the ramp. Yeah, so we have that issue. So we figure out what happens there. So that's why we put them out there so we don't have that issue where we have it with a near sink. So it's always a good situation, Jake. It's never fun when a boat sinks, obviously.
It's not called a water. What is it? What kind of pump is it? It has a name.
Sump.
A sump pump.
Sump pump, or there's a baler pump or something like that. So it's 110, so it's not battery operated. So it was a 110 one that you plug in, and it gets popped, and it just, of course, that's when things always happen. So of course they fix it right after that on to the next thing. But it's always something that can happen with club boats or any kind of boats or like that. We can get you, when you're out there, it's just things break, and it's just a perfect scenario. We've had boats before where we had a club member take a boat out one time and got stuck, reversed pretty hard, and actually filled a bunch of sand into the motor bay. And what happened was they had more water come over the back of the boat, and it was just able to get unstuck. Drove out there, but when the water would come in there, one exit where the motor bay was, because it was full of sand, so it kept filling the bilge, and the door wasn't sealed. It's always a snowball effect. One thing leads to another, what leads to another, what leads to another, right? It's a scenario thing. So it just happens. So there's number one, probably shouldn't have got the boat stuck. Number two, you'd hope the seal was done better from the manufacturers, but it doesn't happen, and then there's always stuff that just kind of happens where you kind of have to figure out and to adjust it. But that's what's nice about the club. You don't have to worry about it. But when it comes to boats, there's always something that is going to break or something's going to happen. You just have to keep an eye on it and take care of the boats. And that's what's nice about the club. You just pay a membership, get your dues, and away you go. So, but it's fun. We got members coming in. You can see it's a little early, so they're taking the boat out overnight. That's a nice option for it. So they sign it out. We'll move the boat, get it all set for them for tomorrow, and then they'll take it out bright and early. So if they want to get out at 6 a.m. at sunrise, they can do that. It's not bad. It's an easy way to go. You got a kid in slides with socks on. I remember being that age. Jake, were you a guy that wore socks with sandals on?
I still do.
You still do?
All the time.
Just socks and sandals. Really?
I ain't running nowhere, so.
It just keeps the feet covered and wear sandals.
Yeah, I normally kick on sandals when I get home with socks, but then I take the socks off pretty quick.
Yeah,
it doesn't take
of course.
much time. It's too damn hot to be wearing socks in the house with some sandals on.
Yeah, no. The slides, little slides there, and get that figured out. I think I remember, like I said, I was in Maine, and I don't think they believe in white socks there. Everybody has like colored socks, and they're all wearing like Birkenstocks. A little bit different. It's a little different area, but that's how Maine is, I guess.
Them overpriced sandals, Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks, yeah, a little bit. It's different, but it was fun. But it was a good time. We hung out for a little while. A lot of lobster.
Not a fan, man.
I tell you what, Maine lobster, a lot better.
Well, I've never had Maine lobster, so.
It's a different. I mean, a regular lobster, a Florida lobster is like an overgrown shrimp. Okay, And like a Maine lobster, it's just a lot better. Like we waited in line in one place. It was outside of Camden for an hour for a lobster roll. I mean, it was 2 rolls. We got like some onion rings, a couple sodas, and it was like $120. But I mean, this lobster roll was massive. Yeah, it was called Red's, and it was in some small town outside of Bath, Maine. But like amazing lobster. And I don't know if it was homemade butter or something, but that butter was just amazing. As the Amazon truck.
Thing's electric.
Yeah, they're all the Rivian cars.
I didn't even know nothing about that.
Yeah, they're all Rivian. Hey, I can't wait, man, till we have this. Just no more Uber. It's just gonna be just robo taxis or something like that.
I'm looking forward to it myself. I'm honestly, you know those what are those crazy bikes that you see everybody driving around on? I can't remember the name of it right now.
Electric bikes.
Yeah, you've seen those?
Oh,
Those things
dude.
are scary looking.
Well, that's the thing is like they're flying like 50, 60 mile an hour. Look, there goes a couple right there. At least the kid's got a,
He's got a helmet on, goggles.
he's
got
smart. He's ready. To
He's
go.
got the right
Ready to
fit.
go. But unfortunately, you have some of these people that just like downtown Bonita. I mean, and that's the thing we're gonna have to figure out is because somebody's gonna die. I mean, if they haven't already.
Right.
You hit it. Wow, this is like a busy day. It's a busy day. And everybody's kicking in there. So, it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, go ahead and fill it up and just write it down for the fuel.
All right, got it.
Thank you. We got all kinds of stuff going on here, man. This is going to be a live action podcast for sure. Yes, I will. It will be the day after, actually. So Julie is talking about this. So it's coming out on Sunday. But you can talk about it and tell them to turn into the podcast on Sunday at Riverfest. It's right there. Look at Julie's got.
You can hop in here with me.
Yesterday we had an amazing event and we sold so many memberships. And I'm recording this ahead of time, but I'm speaking positive things into existence. And look at our little bags.
Very nice.
Are they cute?
They're very
It's mine, by the way, not
Yes.
yours, listeners.
So good stuff. But yeah, so we're having a good time over here. We got Riverfest going on this weekend in Bonita Springs. It's downtown, so it's like canoe races and a duck race, so a lot of fun stuff there. But yeah, man, we're just going. But yeah, lobster, it's good. That's what we were just talking. I just said it twice.
It's okay.
Just bleep it.
Can I
Okay.
get
fun.
C2 to the ramp, please?
C2
It's gonna
to the
need to
ramp,
get
please.
Plugged in, and it's gonna need to have the trolling remote on it. Thank you.
We're just bebopping, brother. Shake. That's on the front. It's on the front there. Red button. Push and hold. There you go. Yeah. Red button. Red button. Other red button. There you go. Push and hold.
Oh, we're turning it off.
Yeah.
I'm so lost.
So we're getting there. We're getting there. I did. He was having a good time. They were having fun. Something like that. Cousins came down, rented a boat for a day, so it was a good time.
It's always nice having kin.
Yes, it is. It is nice having Ken. It's like we ought to get a drink. I was like, yep. And we're talking about chubby chasers too. He's like, yeah, we look alike. It does happen. So, we ever look up the chubbychaser.com or no? We talked about that last time we did. So, yes. Just listening. Thanks. Jake, what else should we talk about? I'm kind of the steak thing was such a hit. What
It
else?
was.
What
It
else?
was.
Yeah. I mean, I actually had Peter reach out to me. I talked about it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, I am the manager." I go, "Oh, sorry, man. I was making sure. I was making sure you were watching to see what's up."
Shout out Peter, the manager.
Peter, the manager, not just the sommelier, the manager.
Sommelier sounds like way cooler anyway.
I understand.
I mean, the only other thing that people really kind of, because like it's all the transplants that come down here.
Mhm.
They come down here and then they're like, oh, where's the best pizza? Where's the best meat sandwich? The Chicago stuff that they get.
Best dive bar.
I've heard that a few times. But no, like the big one really is like the steak, the chicken wings, and the pizza.
Chicken wings. Best chicken wings. I think myself, I'm gonna say chicken wing. I gotta say buffalo chips. Downtown Bonita. That's good joint. I don't know. I mean, it's been there forever. I mean, that place has been there. That's where I go get wings. There used to be a buddy of mine that had Hurricanes that was in Coconut Point Mall. Chris Levy, good guy, had great wings there. I mean, it was great. And plus, he was always there working. Funny guy, a Jewish guy from New Orleans. It was funny. It was just this witty guy. It was fun to go. But definitely buffalo chips, good stuff. There's Wicked Wings. I think there's another joint. I mean, where do you go get your wings? Besides 7-Eleven. I mean, that's
Yeah, I'm gonna be transparent here. My favorite wings are always gonna probably be Publix. Sorry. It's just the most consistent, cheap. I can get 20, 30 of them for $20 or however many you get. But the best wings that I'm going to get from a restaurant is by me. It's Hog Bodies.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've probably never been to Hog Bodies.
Where's it at?
It's right off of 75 or whatever that is. I think it's 82 or 32 or something like that right there before the Lee Civic Center.
Yeah.
If you're driving towards that way.
Yeah.
It's right there on the right. Best chicken, best sauce. I think they have like the gator smokes or gator sauce or something like that. It's super hot.
Nice. You're that hot kind of guy?
I mean, I haven't been, but for whatever reason, I've been kind of. I think it's the combination of either blue cheese and hot sauce and ranch and hot sauce. That's what I like. I don't like.
I like the blue cheese
by itself.
Oh yeah.
So
if you can get like tenders, like good tenders, like I mean, you go to Miller's. That's again, it's consistency again, But yeah, you get like a good wing. That's some solid stuff right there.
Ironically, Hog Bodies has fantastic chicken fingers. Fantastic.
Hey, what aggravates me is you go to some of these wing joints. Now, Buffalo Chips doesn't do it. Maybe been a couple times, but where they rehash them. And I don't know if you know what rehash is. It's kind of a Carny word, right? You rehash the food. So what that is like, so they pre-cook a bunch of wings. And then they just dip them, down into the fryer again, just to warm them up, and they get hot. And then they put the sauce. But the wings just get
Super dry.
Super dry. And like you get a good wing that's not, like it's actually fresh.
Right.
It's really good. Like, oh, wow, this is good. They get those rehashed wings. Not a fan. I'm like, dude, I mean, it takes 2 minutes to, you're not that busy. But I mean, people sometimes, they're working, they want to get ahead of it. And I understand, but definitely the quality goes down. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm definitely looking for whenever I bite into a chicken wing is the meat juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's juicy, then I'm gonna probably rank that sucker pretty high.
I like a juicy wing.
Juicy wing.
Juicy wing. I mean, juicy wings are good.
We're gonna be starving again by the end of this one.
So, lucky I'm going to Mom's tonight. All right, I'm ready to go hang out. So, but yeah, I mean that's always good. Another place I like, and people have asked, where's good to get good fish, good seafood, and
Wherever it's fresh.
I gotta say, probably, in Bonita, Flippers, Lovers Key Resort. That's over there by Lovers Key. So it's right inside the Bonita city limits on the way to Fort Myers Beach. It's kind of hidden. A lot of people know it's a small restaurant, but great view and just really good fish, like a good selection, nice bar. You're paying for the water view, but it's really, really a nice place to go. I'd definitely take, girlfriend comes to town. It's definitely a good place to go, buddy. I know you're gonna be cooking at home for a little while. I know that.
Probably.
You're gonna be busy for a long time. So congratulations, she's coming down. Good things.
She might already be on her way. I'm not sure. I haven't really talked to her since this morning, but
yeah, she all packed up. Is she driving by herself or coming down with us?
No, she's coming down with her cousin. Her cousin Paige is coming down with her, and then she's gonna fly out Sunday from Breeze, RSW.
Okay.
And so she's gonna come down just to give her because she's made this drive, I think 3 or 4 times now. So
yeah.
And initially I was gonna fly out and then drive down with her, but it's just unfortunately unrealistic for me to do that with my profession. So.
Yeah, I mean, man, you're busy. It is what it is. I know you're taking a few days off.
Trying to
get there, but yeah, I was with my mom. We went up to South Carolina, and we took Breeze. And I've had friends flying. I know you talked about it, and you were kind of skeptical. You had a couple of bad issues, but
a few times, yeah.
But I tell you what, man, I was impressed. Like we flew into Greenville, like straight shot. It was in the morning, 8 o'clock. We're there by 9:50. Worked out. We were there till Sunday. I mean, it does kind of, because you have that time, you can't leave earlier. You know, sometimes you move flights around because people want, you know, like when we fly back and forth to Tallahassee so much, there's other flights and stuff happens, like if you're going through Miami, but you're set. So we got done on Sunday, and you know, it was like noon. Flight didn't take off till 7:30. Like, what are we gonna do? We got to the airport like 4 hours early. Just sat there and read. You know, I was on my phone. Mom was on her phone. But we were up there. We were up Greenville. Went to Spartanburg. Seen some family. Had a good time. And we went one day and just kind of cruised around. You know, so there's a lot of stuff. We went to Highlands one day and just took it easy. It was great. Like in Greenville, it was like 82 degrees. We went into Highlands, which 82 is kind of nice, you know, 86 or something like that. Went to Highlands and it was like 76, 20 degrees difference, you know, because you're going from, you know, pretty much sea level.
That elevation difference. Yeah.
To 4,200 feet. Definitely cooled off.
How'd that make you feel? Did you feel nauseous?
Great. Like I had to buy a sweater, you know, you know, but it was great. Really nice place up there. A lot of fun. It was a good time. We hung out. But yeah, we were in there. Great barbecue. Good to see some family and get back down here. So it's been running around, and we're looking forward to season and getting some boats cleaned up here for our members. We're getting stuff bottom painted. We're getting stuff maintenance, and as long as we don't have any more accidental sinkings, we'll be doing good. That's always a good, better thing when they don't sink and actually say, "Oh, we're moving a boat. Yeah, put it over there at the floating dock. We don't have to worry about it no more. No more on the, you know." But people don't like change, and stuff's always going on there. But yeah, so we're having fun, man. I'm just pumped. I'm getting ready to hit the road here. Gonna drive the bus up, like we talked about, bypassing all the way stations. I'm excited about that. Just right on by them, just peace as I cruise on by. But yeah, so that's gonna happen. So I'm looking forward to that.
How long is that thing?
45 feet. So it's 45.
Damn.
And then the concession trailer, or the joint, like we call it, concession trailer, is 22 feet. But you got about, you know, an 8-foot ton on it. So we're gonna be long.
Just take your time.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's the trick.
I'm
Just
good.
go slow, man. Go slow
That
and
thing
let
I'll do
everyone
85,
pass
90.
you. You're crazy. Not me.
So my dad, like when he had to move the equipment a couple times there, I got a little bunny there. Had to move the equipment a couple times. He's doing 90 miles an hour with the damn trailer, concession trailer. And like, the damn tires are gonna fly off that thing. But he was hauling, man. He wasn't messing around. He was getting there. I had a buddy of mine following him in another truck of ours with a stock trailer, and that thing like pegs out at like 87. He's like, "Where you at?" He's like, "Omar, I peg out at 87. I can't go any faster." He's just flying, tires flying off. He wanted to get home. He was done. He was out. So, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. It's like my little getaway. 2 weeks in Michigan. It's always nice. It's cool weather. Nice up there.
Get in there. I'm sorry, that bunny threw me off, man.
Hey, he's just we got it's like a wildlife around here.
That thing was 6 feet away from us.
Yeah, he's always here. He knows Susan all the time. Susan's always hanging out with him too. So, you know, there's always a bunch of stuff.
It's funny too, because as I was coming down 75, got off 75 to come this way, there was like 3 or 4 lizards just like hanging. Like, when I say lizards, I mean like
Iguanas.
iguanas. Yeah, they were massive. And they were just hanging out
at the rental, the property over there. Yeah.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So. Working.
So I'm looking at Nugget right now, and they have painted.
It wasn't me.
Well, I'm guessing
It wasn't me. It's Julie.
I'm guessing Jules has painted the tip of the tail pink,
In the head.
and then the little mohawk pink as well on the head.
Yeah, it's a little.
I love it.
So much. Hey, Leland, you got other? There's some more on the porch. You need some more cords.
I'll use them to replace. I had to pull a couple over there.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're just cruising along. So, but yeah, you know, excited, ready for season. So what's the first thing you do when the girl gets to town, buddy?
Ah, man, I'll tell you what, I don't even know. I definitely need to get some stuff clean at the house just because like when she came last time, she had a house spotless, and I'm gonna try to make it look somewhat like what she left it. But I got, unfortunately, plumbers coming in mid next week,
Uh-oh.
fix my shower, and so I'm gonna probably get everything ready for that. I don't know what it's gonna entail. Hopefully, I ain't gotta rip the whole thing out.
Was it just drain or what?
No, it's the pan itself. It's like got a little bit of dent in it. I think we talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just had like a little in the middle. It's like a regular standing. For those viewing online, I'm giving you a visual with my hands here. It's like a square, rectangular. The drain's on the far right, and then to the left where you would stand, there's just a little dip from where someone had been standing there for a long time.
Gotcha.
And just a little bit of water gets built up there once you get done showering, and I don't want to have to kick it in there and
Yeah.
deal with that whole number.
I'd tell you what, talking about phobias, shower drains.
Nope, don't like it.
Nope.
What do you mean by phobia? What scares you about a shower drain?
Tell you what, man, I don't care where I'm at. I'm like putting soap in my hair, I got like one eye down, looking at that shit. I just don't.
So what movie scared you as a
I think it was
kid?
my brother.
What did he do?
I think, you know what, he's 6 years older than me. And he was, you know, he was hairy pretty young. But like hair and shower drain, I just, nope. Like he used to just, I think he used to do it to pick, just to aggravate me. But he would take like, we had the old Zest bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coast bar or whatever it was. That'd be full of hair. And I had to sit there, like turn the shower on, like massage, just to blast the hairs off the bar soap. It was just like it traumatized me the rest of my life.
Now the only thing I'd say I'm actually like in fear of is mega deep water.
Mega deep bar, yeah. Shower drain, nope. I mean, it's tough, right? So you're like looking, like I don't, you know. I mean, if I got touched, I'll touch it. But like tearing a shower drain, horrible. Nope. It's just not fun. You see those videos where the guy has like that hair deer, you know, we stick it down the drain, you pull out, and it's all the hair.
No, I don't do that. No, I'm just talking about thing with all the hooks on it.
Oh yeah, the hooks.
it-
You just pull it, and it's just nothing but just nasty.
Yeah,
It's like,
especially when it's a color of hair that you don't have. Ugh.
I just nope. Like I like these new shower drains. Like I'm actually getting my condo redone in Tallahassee, and I'm getting a new shower, putting it like an actual, because it's just the shower I'm redoing, not the whole condo. But it was like an older tub, because this condo's probably, let's say probably 15, 18 years old, and they put like these jacuzzi tubs in them, right? It's plastic, whatever, and to get in it, you're like lifting your leg. I'm like, they're doing like 3 of them. I was like, let's put a glass door, and they're gonna put a new drain in. I was like, yes, they have those drains where it kind of like it's just a metal grate, and it's not. No, it's just the hole. It was a new.
Looks like a
design.
crack or something.
Yeah, looks like
Something
a
like
crack, kind of like that. I was like, let's do that. Love it. Yeah, but I'll clean a shower. But I've like put 2 pairs of gloves on. Oof, like I used to get like free. That's the phobia.
You know, I'm not gonna
Like
lie.
somebody that touches a shower drain, I'm like, oh god, oh, this is.
I pretty much wear gloves for just about anything, especially when I'm doing dishes. I don't like touching slimy stuff either. So
I mean, drains, whatever. I mean, I know it's crazy. Like, you gotta, fix drains and concession trailers and stuff like that. And because they get like dough and just all the. I mean, imagine, like, and that's the thing. Like in a carnival business, the road, like we talk about, there's that broke, fun, but there's things that happen, and you can't just call. Like here at the marina, we call a plumber, right, to get something done. But like when you're out there in the road, it's time to make money, and you got to go now. And it's just go. So I mean, you have to fix it. You can't just wait for Tom's Plumbing to come. So, and then with these drains, right? There's a lot of yeast and flour and that stuff, icing. It clogs the drains up pretty good. It's pretty good, but what happens? It sits at the bottom and it turns into like a goo, and it stinks. So you're sitting there just like reaming that out with a screwdriver,
ew.
just trying to get the drain. It's an important thing. It's kind of an important thing that happens. But those are things that just kind of happens in the business. It's not a big deal. Electrician, like I can put breakers in, pull breakers out. I can wire, but those are all things you learn. But yeah, shower drain, nope, not about it. just something about it. So
You know,
you're afraid of deep water.
Deep waters, man. I can't remember what movie it was,
You
but it was
watching like Jaws or something, or
No, it
like, I can
wasn't.
blame my brother of mine. He was a hairy mother.
I don't know if you remember. It was, I think it was based on a true story. I think it was like a couple, but they basically got stranded out in the middle of, like, they went scuba diving or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
You remember that movie?
Yeah, they were left, and yeah,
It was that.
yeah, okay. And they were fighting sharks or something.
Yeah, so I think the guy got ate by a shark, or somebody got ate or bit or something like that. But
Yeah.
and they did it to save the other one. And, it's a love story, but in a sense, it's like,
Nobody was there. They don't know what happened. But,
yeah, right, exactly. So
Hmm.
it's just a way to, kind of sell the story. But I don't know, man. Just picture yourself as the only thing floating in something like the Loch Ness Monster could be underneath you, man. The other, what's the squid called?
Squid,
What's it called? The Megalodon or the Kraken?
the Kraken,
The Kraken.
the Kraken. Okay,
You know,
I get the Kraken.
it's the pirate DNA that we have.
Moby Dick or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess maybe a giant whale. I don't think they'd eat you though.
he was that pirate. I know that. Or wasn't that a pirate? Was it Moby Dick a pirate? No, that was just her.
I never read that book, man.
I listened to a lot of audiobooks, right? And I was like, all right, I'll listen to The Grapes of Wrath. Whew. Different. It's a good book, talks about, just the Dust Bowl and people in their 20s and stuff. Pretty wild. But yeah, that was nuts. I listened to The Art of War, which was an interesting book. When they attack from the front, you go rear. When they attack from the left, you move right. I mean, it was an interesting.
I can't remember who wrote that book. Can you
Sun
remember?
Tzu.
Yeah, because
Sun
he
Tzu.
wrote something else too.
Yeah, it was.
Because I have that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'll read. I'll listen to it. I'm like, okay. When it rains, you must raise the umbrella.
It's funny because
This is like common. I don't get it. The Art of War. Okay, attack where they don't expect. Okay.
yeah, well, I mean, it sounds obvious to you, but
I
to
guess-
some people, it probably might not.
I mean, I guess
don't
that's
think
what
like that.
happened, in the times that when that was written. I would imagine it was the Ming Dynasty or something. Okay, I'm not sure when it was, but
Who brought that book to your attention? Who'd you learn it from?
I just was like looking at modern, like I Googled now would be Grokked it or Chat GPT. What are some great famous novels, right? Rosemary's Diary was another one. Was it Rosemary's Diary that I read? It was really kind of like sad. The Grapes of Wrath, Lonesome Dove. I got like halfway through. I was like, I couldn't do it. Atlas Shrugged, which that's a huge. I mean, it's like thousands of pages.
It's like 17 hours long or something. 12 or I might have just overshot it by a bit.
No, it's like audio. It's like 40 hours,
Okay, I thought so.
and I got like to 20, and I'm like, talking about Reardon Steele and like it's interesting, but wow, it's just I'm sure there's some great philosophy behind it, and get into it. I'm just like, ooh, that was a lot. You Don't Have to Be Right Once was a good one. That's like a modern book. Talked about everything from Elon Musk to, the inventor of the GoPro. It's short stories were pretty good. Big fan of John Grisham, like we've talked about before. But just a lot of different stuff out there. But yeah, Grapes of Wrath was pretty morbid. Tough times. In America, it was crazy. That was the beginning of the engine. Steam engine. That was farming at a different pace, and it took a lot of crop sharing. Just kind of went to the wayside.
That's the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, and people just went, had to go out west to make it, and craziness.
Which I feel like we'll probably see another one of those in the next probably 100 years, 80 years.
Yeah, maybe
Something
it
like
might
that.
be AI. I think there's some interesting stuff there. I think who can harness that, or not harness it, but use it the next 30, 40 years is going to be a leading power. And I think that's something that Donald Trump's done great at. We're really working on it. A lot of people are upset about data centers. I think a lot of people just don't know. People don't like change, right? So people don't know. Obviously, we don't want them in our backyard. Nobody wants that in their backyard. But if there's places to have them, And I think that's going to change over time. You know, data centers are going to get smaller and get more efficient. In the state of Florida, we're not going to allow any power bills to go up because there's a data center right next door charging. It's not going to be spread amongst people. I think there's a lot of good stuff out there.
Well, I think that's one of the things that Byron's expressed pretty extensively is the fact that he's going to make sure that they have to go through those companies
Yeah,
to make sure that it's even possible
Yeah,
first.
we're working already on, we've talked about this before, small modular reactors. So we're talking nuclear. No, calm down, people. It's okay. It's not, we're not building 3 Mile Island right here. They're made a lot smaller now. They make them their size of a semi trailer pretty much. And it's, 50 kilowatts, 500 kilowatts. And it's, they can stack them and it could be more efficient, a lot cleaner, a lot easier. So there's different stuff that we could do. I know from the state of Florida, we're looking at that. But those are good things. I mean, it was really interesting just talking. I was in New York a couple of weeks ago, and I got to hang out with KT McFarland, and I think I might have talked about this a while ago. Her daughter's in the legislature with us also, Fiona McFarland. So she's great friend. She's up there in Sarasota. But we were talking about, what's going on, just like midterms. And she said, she thinks that the administration has missed a lot of opportunity to communicate with their people. With this whole deal with Iran, it's a bad deal. I support it. I think we should get rid of whoever. Obviously, there is some communication going on with the people that are in charge, but also there's the IRG, that's the Iranian Republican Guard. There's a lot of people in there that don't want to do anything. They want to just keep sending missiles, and I think there's a lot of fraction, a lot of stuff there. But you know what? U.S. exports have gone up 30%. 30% have gone up. We're the number one supplier of oil to the world now. And anybody who buys oil has to use the dollar. Okay? So what's good about that is we can track with banks, who's buying the oil. Iran was selling this oil to Turkey or to Russia, and then we're giving these countries aid. And on top of that, they're screwing us on a price, or they're buying cheap oil, sneaking it around. That's done. We are the number one exporter of oil in the world right now. And everybody who buys oil has to use the dollar. That is the, and how do you track it? It's tracked by all the banks. And banks have to use that, denomination where that dollar goes. So that's a big thing. So I think that's something that unfortunately is not getting talked about, and I think that the president needs to come and say, hey, you know what, come with me. And, it's a little bit tough, but this is where we're going to get to. We're going to get to the end here. We're going to get rid of this Iran, these people that have tried to, destroy us for the last 60 years or even longer, and the mullahs, and there's a lot of stuff that could be done. Back in the 70s, Iran was great. They didn't have the turbans, and not the turbans, you didn't have the face coverings. I want to say turbans, it's wrong. But the face coverings and everything like that. Women could actually go to, school, and women could talk. It's not so oppressed. Now they just, it went crazy. So I think, and this is what she told me, she goes, she believes that there's some missed opportunities there to say, hey. And she says Donald Trump is a great president, but he's not a good communicator like Reagan was, or like FDR. You say, hey, you would tell the people, this is what we're doing. Come with me. Let me show you. Let's get this done. Because if we get rid of this Iran deal, it's going to be great. They got to quit having a chokehold on the rest of the world. It's a big deal. So I think we're going to get there. But it was something interesting to talk about. But this is going to reflect a lot on the midterms. It's going to reflect a lot on everything. This is going to be a big deal. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited. And, it was an interesting conversation. Smart lady. I got to garden with her. Gardening with KT is what I call it. For about an hour, she, clipped flowers. I just smushed down the flowers in the bucket and took it to the trash. So that was what I did. But it was interesting. But, I don't know we talk local politics here. We were talking about right before, and it's heating up. I don't know how many spam calls I get or political calls I get or mailers. I know a lot of people are talking about how the mailers, there's so many of them. And folks, it's a 2-second rule. I mean, you open it, you read it, boom, boom, throw it in the trash. I mean, still 2 seconds. That's the way it happens. It's part of politics. Everybody says, we don't like, the negativity. Well, negativity sells. If it bleeds, it leads. That's what happens. It's unfortunate. I know my first campaign, we had to go out pretty hard, and it happens. But, I'm going to have a campaign this November, so I'll be on the ballot, so make sure you vote. But we'll have some mailers go out. We'll have some radio and some TV, I'm sure. But it'll be good. Be interesting, exciting.
In order to make a difference, you have to garner a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get a reaction regardless. And it's like, I don't really see it as being that negative personally, in my opinion.
I agree.
I don't think they're that bad because I know exactly what you're referencing. And, if somebody's listening to this right now on 92.5 Fox News, they know exactly what you're talking about as well, too. So I know it's you would like to be as perfect and as nice as you possibly can, but at the same time, it's just kind of the way that politics works, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's people are people, at the end of the day. It's just what happens. Folks are, it's unfortunate. And, like I was talking with a friend of mine, and we were talking about like AI and people are just get so, but I think it's never changed. I think people are just the way they are. They just want to look at something and that's it. And that's the way they're going to think.
Well,
right?
see, but what are some of the things that people, because listen, I'm an AI expert. Okay. I don't care what anyone says. I don't have any documentation or certification or awards, but I'm a nerd. So what are some of the things that people bring to your attention that
I think
you might be curious about?
I'm concerned that, we have a lot of smart people, a lot of people like compose great emails or music or whatever, and saying a computer can do this I think, I'm sure they can copy, but can't create. I mean, there's apps out there that creates music and stuff, and it's funny. It's pretty good. It's got a little tune to it. But with AI, I think it needs to be really monitored. I think we have to it's a new technology. I'm sure you go back. I always go back to like the internet. I always go back to people during War of the Worlds when that came out in New York City. It was on the radio, and people were listening, and they thought there was actually tripod aliens combing, and people were jumping out of the windows. Because I mean, I think that's what happens. I think it's tough. So I think it's going to make dumb people dumber because they're not going to want to think for their own. Oh, this said this. This makes, that's what it means. Come up with your own opinion, folks. Okay. Research it. Okay. I like, hey, looking at what is there to do in, Yonkers, New York. Yeah. There's some good things there, but sometimes you need to have a little bit, kind of get a local appeal. Like, hey, when people ask about where's a great steak, and I went to, so hey, let's say at Bonito, name some restaurants to go to. And it did pretty good. I was impressed. At Coconut Jack's, for by the water, a good dinner, Bohemian downtown, and the Bay House. Bay House is one of Julie's favorites, But and I was like, that's pretty good. It's kind of off the beaten path. You don't want the chain, but it was pretty good. But again, it's just the search engine. I mean, it's you looking at Google and Googling it and popping it out and see what comes up. But I do like getting just local opinions. Like, hey, what's good on the menu? What's important here? What would you eat? From your perspective. Or just talking. Like when we were in Highlands, we pulled in there and it was cold. I had to buy a sweater. We went in and had to use the restroom, so we had a drink with my mom and I. I asked the guy, hey man, where's a good place to eat around here? He goes, oh, you gotta try this Highlands Smokehouse. It's really good. A good joint. It's just right out of town. I'm like, all right. And it was probably some of the best barbecue I've had in a while. So it was good. It was really good. So, crew here is making fun of me.
Yeah, it's fine.
They don't see me much lately, so they're cracking jokes.
Absentee father.
Oh. Wow. She's talking smack.
She said he's an absentee father.
Well, you're the stepmom, so I don't want to hear it of the dog. That's why she's going woke. That's why she's got pink hair.
Have they seen it?
That's why she got pink hair.
We talked about it.
She them. That's what happens. She comes from a broken home. She's got like 2 stepmoms. That's poor dog. Poor dog. Nugget with all the moms. And I really think she's a girl dog, 100%. 100%. Girl dog, 100%. She loves the ladies. So, you know, you can pick her up and put her in front of this camera right here. Just pick her up. You know, this is where you dropped her too. Just remember. See, look at.
Oh, she knows.
She knows.
here.
She gets.
No.
She
Come
gets
here.
scared.
She wants to see
She
her
gets
dad.
scared. She gets scared because she knows you get dropped. You know, so
Check her out. Oh, that's me. Hang on, guys. There she is.
Alpha and
she's scared.
fear fights.
She only
But she had it before.
That's what happens when you drop her from that height.
No.
She was it's bad stepmom.
Can they see? Look, Nuggy, look into the camera.
Whoa. There you go.
Yeah, they can see her actually. You see the pink hair at the top?
She's a punk rocker.
Okay. She's got some problems. She got some problems. So
Oh God. Uh-oh. She's sucking my hair.
You need help?
Yes.
Come here. Hang on.
this is a normal day of Baywater. This is a normal day of Baywater.
Girl, you need to condition this stuff here.
I need to have a girly job.
Normal day of Baywater.
No, she girl. She good girl.
But yeah, so more surveys. Look at this. Yeah, look at another survey. Polling.
I'm gonna have to blur that just in case.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So
But I did hear you talking about some of like the creativity tools that AI uses, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's probably gonna get me in trouble, but why not? So there's a song that's airing on one of our radio stations. I won't say which one or what song, but it's 100% generated by AI, and it's made it to radio unscathed. Right? The artist isn't a well-known artist at all, and he's been making music for quite some time. He came out with this song, and there was a lot of people that were skeptical just based on the tonality. It's too perfect. It's too good of a song, you know, which I wouldn't take that as a reason as to, oh, it's obviously AI because this guy sucked before and now he's good. That's not always the case. But
I mean, if you see one of my posts, it's AI, because grammar checker. I mean, GED. So you know.
no, I mean, and I agree. I mean, we've been using Grammarly before AI.
Oh yeah.
So,
No,
like,
I use it all the time. It's
you
pretty
know.
good. You know, it's 2, and then the they, there. How many theirs are there?
There's a lot of theirs.
They.
There's a lot of
there
theirs
are,
there.
You know, so the Y and then IE. I'm lost.
But I did a little bit of research, and then, you know, I found the actual company because we found the discrepancy clearly way after the fact. But the company that helped the guy make the song changed their name the day before the song came out, right? And there's what's called metadata, right, on stuff, and that name was embedded in the song's file. So producers and other people found that. Adam, I used it today for the first time.
Okay.
Just playing with it. It is bad. It is bad. It is bad. It is bad for the music industry
Oh,
because it's too good.
yeah.
It's This is like I'm you know, audio guy. I've been doing audio my whole entire life. Ever since I was a kid, man, I was doing audio. And what I was doing before to check is I would do audio analysis, and I wouldn't get too into that. Just think of it kind of like your speedometer on your car, the different gauges. I have different gauges for different stuff that I can look at to like spectrally view audio. So I can see what's changing inside the audio. You can easily see when something's synthesized or AI generated. You can't see it in this stuff, man.
Really?
There's no watermark, and you can also, whoops, I'm sorry guys, I got my camera going crazy now. You can't see it in I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to promote it, and I'm sure it'll get shut down soon. But you can make a song with any artist that's ever existed.
Mhm.
It'll sound exactly like them, Adam.
Really? Well,
That's how this guy did it. He typed in his name. And he just started generating songs that sound better than his discography. And now he's releasing them and getting millions of dollars and tons of
Seriously.
money. And seriously.
oh wow.
So
Well, I think there needs to be. We're working on stuff, and there's things. I mean, people want to have a mystery. Everything about Terminator. And it's the end of the world, and they're going to come out and they're going to take care of us. They're going to. What, did it turn blue or what?
no, it's good. I fixed it. I forgot how to do it.
But I mean, people are looking like, oh, it's gonna there's some that were like hacking and it's impressive. I mean, artificial intelligence is pretty wild. I mean, there's made lots of movies about it where, it goes a little farther down that rabbit hole. And
Can I say something about that hack though? Because, I've been using the exact same stuff that everyone's been using, have access to absolutely everything. Adam, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea that some of this stuff is fake
yeah,
because it's a great way to promote your
Public
AI
relations,
thing.
yeah.
It's like, oh, we made the AI that's the scary one that just broke into something without being told to. You got to be really, really good as a coder in general to be able to do something like that. And the first person to do that was Anthropic. It was before the whole thing that happened with ChatGPT. And then we all know that, the government stepped in and immediately shut it down. And good call on them. But at the same time, I'm not really sure that everything that they said happened actually happened. There's no proof. There's no hardcore evidence.
I believe it.
So
It makes sense. I mean, I agree. There's some stuff you're just like, hey, hey, if it bleeds, it leads, right? And people have attention. Now they're completely, concerned about that. Everybody's just,
doom and gloom.
Yeah, doom and gloom. It's the end of the world. I mean, but that's the way it goes. And look at your Twitter feed. Look at it's X or whatever, right? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people are always like nonstop. And, that's why people watch these drama shows, because people like drama. People are attracted to it. They want to see the people who just get married, I'm going to get married to this person I never met before, and they're going to throw them in her. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? It's going to be crazy. There's going to be fights. There's going to be, she's crazy. He's crazy. He's got crap everywhere, all over the house. She destroys the bathroom with all her stuff. I mean, there's normal things that happen, right? But I mean, that's just what happens. I just don't get it. But I think people like that. They just like having the.
Well, I mean, it's the same moniker that we've talked about for years. It's the authenticity, man. It's a real situation, whether it's, hyped up with cameras or editing or producers. It's still a real situation that people can maybe relate to in the smallest of ways, whether it's, the color of the dress or the entire scenario, getting cheated on or going back to someone, it's just have more respect for yourself and
What
your
was the
mental
other
health.
one? Blind Love? Oh my God. I would just like shoot myself.
Yeah, the Cheater Island one, I hate that. I hate that whole thing.
I mean, girls, I think women like it. It's, and everything I hear, I watch this, so I don't have drama in my own life. I'm like, that's not normal. That's not normal. That's not, I mean, but hey, it's people. It's different, right?
I mean, I will say that I used to love Jerry Springer, and Maury. So
Who was the one with the red glasses? The lady with the red glasses. Right before your time. She had red glasses all the time. Sally. Something Sally.
I couldn't tell you, man.
Yeah, I know that was before.
I was thinking
Sally
Judge
Jesse
Judy.
Raphael is what it was. That was when I was young. She always had red glasses on. She was talk shows, right? But like, remember Mike Opelka? He was talking about soap operas. So that was more, acting and stuff. But he said like because his wife actually produced them.
She wrote them.
She wrote them. She was a
yeah.
producer, writer, and he's like, yeah, reality TV is killing us. Like it's taking out days of our lives.
Well, because you can't write the same scenarios if they're authentic, if they're organic, and they just happen naturally, just based off of who you put in the same room together.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like legislature. It's like legislature there. So that's another time, another discussion. Well, folks, we're getting to the end of the show here. We've talked about AI. We talked about food. We talked about boats, Nuggets, hair color. She's got a lot of stepmoms, but it's a problem child, but she's good times. Well, we thank you for tuning in. We'll be here every weekend. Thanks for getting us back up on Fox News, and we're up on every Sunday morning, 7 6 to 7. 6 to 7.
Captain Billy next week.
Yes, Captain Billy's coming on, so that'll be fun. We'll have some beers down here, and
Sweet.
it'll be good. It'll be him talking about fishing stories. He was out there doing some stuff. He was down in the Keys. So a lot of fun. So we're going to talk about fishing next week. Kind of jump into that. But again, thanks for tuning in. We want to thank our sponsor, Baywater Exclusive Boat Club. The podcast would not be possible without them. So as always, like we say, Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida.